never done this before, and I am not a comedian, I don't have any jokes, but you did laugh in my dream last night, so let's do that. So all I have is a story and a song. I like to write parodies and stuff like that, so I'll tell you the story and then hopefully enough time to do the song. So, long time ago, I had this job, and I know everyone complains about the jobs, they all kind of suck, right? So, but 20 years ago, I had my first and last cubicle job where I, didn't know what I was getting into, but it was, I just nightmarish thinking about it. But you just go there, you sit and stare at a computer at the wall all day, and try not to feel like the life is being sucked out of you and then go home. So I just remember, it was an online university. I remember meeting with my supervisor after a couple months saying, he's like, how do you like this odd job? And I'm like, it's okay, but I kind of feel like I could literally just do this at home. Why is everyone coming in with high heels and pumps, just sit in a freaking cubicle all day and have online meetings? Anyway, there's this guy, really nice guy, worked across from me at his cubicle, and so devoted to his work. And I noticed that everyone kind of knew him. This is Darren, the guy who likes Mr. Pibb. Does anyone drink like Mr. Pibb? No? Anyway, I'm a kid of the 80s. My family, all we had for pop was Diet caffeine-free Coke. The only understanding I had of Mr. Pibb is if we ever went to a hotel, that always seemed to be in the vending machine. Oh, Mr. Pibb is super excited. Anyway, so this guy I worked with, he, I could just imagine, he had 2 newborn twins, he had a toddler at home. So I think that Mr. Pibb, that was his life force. Like, that was all he had going for him. Like, go to work, sit in this, miserable job, pay most of your bills, and you got your Mr. Pibb at your desk. So anytime I come into work, there's Darren, there's his Mr. Pibb. And of course there were days where is he? Vending machine was out of Mr. Pibb, so he's running around town trying to find his Mr. Pibb to make sure he felt, satiated, whatever. I made the mistake once, and I said, Darren, I think there's Dr. Pepper in the machine. He looked at me like I asked for one of his children. It was like, no. There's nothing that compares to Mr. Pibb. So, because I was so fucking bored all day, literally 7 to 5 or 7 to 4, whatever, and the job, I finished answering all the emails in an hour, and then I just had to twiddle my thumbs. I probably should have focused on writing a novel, but instead I decided to write a song about Mr. Pibb in honor of him. And recently I did like a little deep dive of, the history of Mr. Pibb, and so the song is kind of written in, from his point of view. Because I said, wait, I didn't even know this. I said, Mr. Pibb, right? He's like, no, because back when he was drinking it, it was Pibb Extra. I said, oh, I didn't know they changed the name. He's like, yeah, it's nothing like the original Mr. Pibb, but it's enough, it's similar enough. Do not mention Dr. Pepper again, I will kill you. Without further ado, I think I said everything I need to do in preparation for the song. Yeah, so I just wrote this song about him, it's Johnny Lee's Looking for Love, and it's about him looking for Pibb. Okay. I spent a long time cherishing you. Woo! He introduced his pet boy in June '72. Yeah, I know the competition was tough, but still they keep rebranding you like you're not good enough. Now I'm looking for Pibb in all of my spaces. They changed the name, but what was the basis? Searching in cushions and in my briefcase. Even in my baby's crib, they took the mist and turned it to extra. Mouth flavor ain't like Dr. Pepper, that's what they say, but the taste ain't Mr. Pibb. Woo. When Dr. Pepper took up more space on that shelf, I felt betrayal. Nearly pimped myself. looking for Pip, and then you have that, and then recently, I found out that Mr. Pibb is back, but they changed now it's got Mr. with an exclamation point for an I, which, cringe. But anyway, so I had to add an updated verse. Seems like my song may have lifted the curse. Last night I walked down a familiar aisle. Extra was Mr. again and brought me a smile. So no more where's Mr. Pibb and my ruminations. I'm glad to make this declaration and enter my grief and my impatience. Looking forward to a sip. Let's have a party with all the sodas. Invite the Sprites and the Colas and celebrate the fate of Mr. Pibb. Whoa, yeah! And celebrate the fate of Mr. Pibb. Yeah.